When you find a new friend, can you start the conversation in English? I am Bahar, and in this lesson I will tell you how to break the ice, have a good first impression and start talking to new people in English. So this video is so useful for you. Now let's get into it. When you meet someone for the first time and you want to start talking to them, the conversation should have three parts: the beginning, the middle or the body part of your conversation, and the ending. For the beginning part, you need some icebreakers so you feel more comfortable when you are talking to that person. And also you can introduce yourselves to strike up your friendship. Then we have the middle or the body part of our conversation. You can start with some engaging questions or phrases to continue the conversation. And for the ending part, we're not gonna talk to that person forever. So we need to end that conversation. So you need some phrases to wrap up the conversation and end it so nice and simple. Now we're gonna talk about each of these parts together. Let's go. Imagine we see someone and we want to be friends with them. What was the first part? We want to start the conversation. We need some phrases and icebreakers to strike up our friendship. You have three choices. One of them is small talk openers. You can talk about some things that are around you, about the place. For an example, have you been to this place before? Like, imagine you are traveling to another country or another city and you see someone and you want to strike up a friendship. And you can say, have you been to this place before? It is amazing. This place is fabulous.
Oh, have you been here before? No.
And that person can continue the conversation. Or you can ask them, do you come here often or frequently? And that person can say, no, I'm just visiting. There are lots of small talk openers. Another example is, nice weather we're having today, isn't it? And that person can talk about it and you guys can strike up your friendship. The second way to start the conversation with someone new is share your opinion and ideas about something. You can look at their outfit or their style and start talking about that. You know, people love to hear compliments. You can say, your hairstyle is so beautiful, you look like a model. Or, your shirt is fabulous, I like that. Where did you get that from?
That's cool. That's a nice jacket.
Another way to talk about your opinions and ideas is take a look at their hobbies or what they're reading or listening to. For an example, are you listening to Harry Styles? He is my favorite singer too. Are you reading that book? You can tell them the name of that book and say, I'm a big fan of that author too. And then you guys can start talking together and strike up a great friendship. The third way to start your conversation with someone new is to start introducing yourself. It is so nice and simple. It's a great way to do this. But I highly recommend you to start with some small talk openers. Then you can start introducing yourselves. You know, I have a fabulous and great video about how to introduce yourself when you are at a new university or school. I will put the link in the description. Don't forget to watch it after this video. So when you want to introduce yourself, you can start like this. Hi, I'm Bahar. I am in my early 20s. How about you? Or, I don't think we've met before. I am Bahar. Nice to meet you. Another way is, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. I am Bahar. What about you? We are done with the difficult part. You know, sometimes starting the conversation is so challenging and difficult for us. Now we're gonna continue the conversation and get to know about that person more. After you have found the topic you guys want to talk about, you can show your interest. For an example, that sounds fascinating or interesting. Can you tell me more about it? Or I'd like to know about your opinion about that topic. And after that, you guys can talk about it more and more. This is a great way to start and continue the conversation. You know, I'm an extroverted girl, so in these kind of situations, when I really want to be friends with someone new, I would show my interest and that person can continue the conversation and it feels great. Then you can show your agreement, like you can say we are on the same page, so that person would be interested in talking to you more and more. You can say you are absolutely right. I totally agree with you. I have the same opinion. If you have the same interests or opinions, you guys have so much in common. The third way to continue the conversation is to ask questions about the topic. I use it a lot these days to find new friends. Like you can say, I don't know much about that. Could you give me some advice? You know, there are too many ways to ask about a topic. All you need to do is to be interested in that topic, so it will be easy for you to start talking about that. If you couldn't find a topic to talk about, it is totally okay. You can ask some personal questions. For an example, you can say, where are you from? Do you have any siblings? Do you work here or are you students? These are some common questions that you can ask someone you haven't met before. Or you can talk about their hobbies or their interests. Are you a fan of any sport teams? Or what is your hobby? What would you like to do in your free time? And after that, when they talk about their hobbies or their interests, you can see how much you have in common. And then you guys can decide if you want to be friends or not. Ending a conversation is as important as starting it, so you need to leave a positive impression on that person you have just met. The first way is to thank and appreciate that person. You can say, it was nice talking to you. Thank you for this great conversation. I've enjoyed getting to know you. Thanks for your time. So they would know that you value and you respect their time. Also, you can suggest some future plans. Like you want to say, I don't want to end this friendship. Let's continue being friends. We should definitely catch up again next time. It would be great to continue this conversation. Maybe we can grab coffee. The third way to wrap up a conversation is to offer a friendly goodbye. Like you can say, I should get going. Take care. It was great meeting you. Have a nice day. I'm late for my class. I gotta go. Have a wonderful day. So, these are some nice and polite ways to say goodbye when you have met someone for the first time. It is so important, guys, that when you have met someone for the first time, you should be polite and considerate. You have to respect their mindset or their culture. It is so important to have boundaries whenever you are meeting someone for the first time, so you can enjoy the conversation and strike up a friendship. Now it's time to watch this video about how to introduce yourself when you are at a new place and you are meeting new people. So don't forget to check it out after this video. Okay guys, that was it for today's video. If this video was useful for you, don't forget to subscribe to my channel right now and like this video to support me and to let the YouTube algorithm know that you have enjoyed this content. Also, if you know some other ways that we can use to meet new people, you can tell me in the comments, and if you have some other questions, you can ask me in the comments. So yeah, that was it for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Bye. Have a nice day.